right, hello, and welcome to what is going to be, I guess, officially the first episode of A Vast and Curious Life. So, my name is Paul Walker. No, it's not a joke. I definitely have that name by pure coincidence, as it were. And yeah, well, tonight, as I said, this is kind of our first real episode. I did do an episode yesterday, which was really just to test out some of the features and just to make sure that everything kind of worked. But yeah, tonight I really want this to make this the official first episode and really kickstart this journey and what I hope is going to be a long and fruitful journey for me on YouTube and for the people that come and discover this particular channel and hopefully like the things I'm going to be talking about. This is where it all started. So like many other YouTubers, you all have to start somewhere, right? So this is my attempt at starting, and we're going to get into a little bit more about where I want to take this particular channel, my vision for it, and ultimately where I see the subscribers, the fans, the engagement, where I hopefully will want to see that sort of come from, and what that means for the future of this particular channel and stuff. So we're going to get into that. But first off, I thought we'd kick it off with a bit of a week in review. This is, I guess, a bit of a segment that I typically will start most episodes with at the beginning of kind of each week, is to do a bit of a review, things that have happened in the days that I haven't been on the podcast, just so that everyone gets a bit of a snapshot of what's been going on in my life, and try and keep everyone sort of up to date with what's kind of going on and stuff. So we'll dive into that, and as I kind of dive into this week in review, there'll be probably moments where I'm going to explain a little bit about me and who I am, because for a lot of people, you have no idea who I am, where I come from, what I'm about, why I'm doing this, all that sort of stuff. So all those things will hopefully get revealed, maybe not all of it tonight, but certainly if you decide that this is something that you want to invest your time in and you want to hang around and continue to watch these episodes, then yeah, you will get to know me a lot better, and hopefully I will be able to share my life and stuff with you, because that's ultimately what I hope to really get out of this particular channel and stuff. So while you're sort of bearing with me as I continue to develop, and I continue to sort of find my feet on this particular channel, and kind of find a nice sort of groove that I want to get into, I hope you can bear with me, be a little bit open-minded, allow me that kind of opportunity to make mistakes and no doubt embarrass myself. I'm happy to do that. I'll be the first to admit I don't really care about embarrassing myself, but more just, as I said, if you can just bear with me. And where I hope that this channel will be different to, I guess, a lot of other YouTube channels is, number one, primarily I'm just going to be going live. I don't really intend on doing a lot of pre-recorded content or pre-recorded episodes, mainly because I feel like I see the future of YouTube, the future of live streaming, podcasting, vlogging, whatever you want to call it, becoming far more engaging when people can do this type of live stream and really engage with their fans and viewers in real time. I have nothing against the YouTubers out there that do the pre-recorded content. I myself am someone who watches a lot of YouTube channels that are designed like that. But where I see the difference, and where I guess I want to kind of be different and also kind of forge my own path, is to do these particular live stream shows and as the viewers and subscribers and fans start to increase, really make them a part of the show, because like a lot of people, during these last couple of years of this pandemic and stuff like that, not having that human contact and interaction that we kind of took for granted, before the pandemic and stuff, really opened up my eyes, and certainly the way that I was living my life before the pandemic. I naturally am a bit more of an introverted person, shy in certain situations for sure, but on the flip side of that, I can also be very extroverted when it comes time to talk about things and topics that I'm really into or passionate about, or have some knowledge and experience about. And that's where I feel like I can really thrive. And my ideal dream, my ideal marriage of me kind of doing a YouTube channel like this is to really allow the fans and the viewers to be able to be a part of the show through comments, interviewing, coaching people, whatever is going to kind of develop, but at least giving the fans and the viewers an opportunity to be a part of the show in real time, as well as feeling that they've got a place where, if they've got a problem, if they've got a question, if it's something that they feel like maybe I have some knowledge or expertise in to be able to, answer it, that they can come here and feel safe enough and confident enough to do that. So part of the reason that I am going to be sticking mainly to live streaming is exactly for that reason. So let's dive into a bit of a week in review, just to kind of give you an idea of what's been happening in my life, and then that will kind of lead into where am I in my life, where am I physically, kind of recording this and stuff, and some other little tidbits about me that I'm sure are probably wanting to know. Before we do all that, of course, I do hope that if you can stick with me and want to give me a bit of an opportunity to answer questions, become a YouTube show that you would like to watch, then the best way to do that,
use the Force and subscribe, you will. Yes.
Yeah, thanks Yoda, is to subscribe. Absolutely. I'm not gonna hammer this home to you. If you've been on YouTube enough, subscribing obviously helps you know when new videos come up and stuff, especially if you hit that notification bell. Obviously subscribing to my channel just tells YouTube that you like this content, and if enough people subscribe and click the notification bell, then it tells YouTube that this show is something that maybe a lot more other people would like to see. So that's all I can hope for and ask for. Obviously not clicking the subscribe bell also tells me that maybe the content that I'm providing is not what people want to see, and then I get an opportunity to change that. So it works in both ways, but the best way is if you do like what you're hearing, seeing, you want to continue to support the channel, of course subscribe. If you decide in a few episodes, a few weeks time, this isn't your cup of tea, then you can unsubscribe and all is fine, all is well, no problems with that. So let's get into talking about the week in review. So spoiler alert, this is primarily based on my life, and hopefully gives you a bit of a snapshot of kind of where I am and what I'm up to. So currently at the moment, I'm living in Southeast Asia. I've been here for about 2 years, nearly 2.5 years now, and as well as starting a YouTube channel, I do also do some coaching as well, primarily online coaching. Just where I am in Southeast Asia, it's a lot harder to find native English speakers that particularly want help or need help in kind of the topics and areas that I coach in. So I mainly do that online, And I also do some teaching of English to the locals here. This is something that I've been doing for about the 2 years that I've been here. It was never really, to be honest, the long-term plan. It was just something that I had originally gone down this kind of teaching English path back in 2014. Got my teaching certificate, all that sort of stuff. Started teaching in some schools, and then I had to go back to Australia at that time, and never really gave this the full shot that I really wanted to. So when I decided to leave Australia in 2019 and go do some more traveling, I've got friends in this part of the world, so I came to see them and sort of made a decision. You know what? I want to kind of give this teaching thing another crack, because I never really got to do it to the full potential that I wanted to initially. I had to sort of only be here for a couple of months, and then I had to go back to Australia for some family and personal reasons. So this time around, I thought, you know what, let's give this a crack. Let's do it. Let's see if this is something that I really want to do long term, or at least just do it to say that I've been able to have an awesome life experience. And for me, that's pretty much what it's been. It's been a definitely a very fulfilling life experience to be able to teach people who are non-native English speakers how to learn and speak English, teach them about different cultures, especially from like Western culture, different countries, America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, all places speak English, but they have different cultures and different slang words and stuff like that. So to be able to teach someone about that, knowing that there is a very good possibility in the future that they may go to one of these countries to continue their studies or hopefully get a job, but I guess more so with the fast tracking of technology, a lot of these kids and students, their reality is, and now especially because of the pandemic, their reality is going to be doing a lot more business online, but they won't just be tied to the country that they live in or the kind of geographical region. They will be speaking to a lot more English and English people and sort of native English speaking people. So for them, that is certainly a good skill set to have, and I feel proud that I get to be someone who can help that student on their journey to fulfilling that potential dream. And certainly, as I said, wherever the future goes, knowing that if you can speak English, that is certainly going to help you more than it will hinder you, as I believe. So now that you have that little bit of a backstory, currently right now, today is the last day of January 2022. This is actually the Chinese New Year at the moment. So tonight they are celebrating the New Year. Tomorrow, the 1st of February, will be the beginning of the new year in the lunar calendar for a lot of the Chinese people who follow the lunar calendar and stuff. Certainly in Southeast Asia, that's typically what they follow. I think this year will be the year of the tiger. I think it's the tiger, which means that, from my understanding, the year of the tiger means there should be a lot of prosperity. There should be a lot of, I think, good things to come out of it, even though my thought of a tiger is normally maybe a bit ferocious and a bit kind of how you going, but according to the Chinese calendar, a tiger is a good thing. Certainly from the years that we've had, this animal is kind of the right animal. It's the right vibe to have, based on what we've just come out of the pandemics and all that kind of stuff. So the weekend review is literally finished up with school last Thursday. We get about 10 days off of no teaching. I'm primarily now back at a physical school. We have sort of just come out of a lockdown here about a month or so ago. So during that lockdown period, there was a lot more like online teaching of the students. But now that it's been deemed, safe enough to go back to the school, then yeah, I've been back on site, on location. I teach primarily high school students. I have taught the kind of younger kids before, but yeah, not quite my cup of tea. So I teach, the high school students. And yeah, we've got 10 days off for this kind of Lunar New Year break, which is quite good, even though we've just come out of 5 months of lockdown. Just having a little bit of a break as we kind of eased back into teaching, back at the schools. This has come at a good time. And then after this initial week, school will be back pretty much full time as far as I'm aware, and the rest of the school year will run through until kind of like the end of May. Maybe they'll extend it for a few weeks or extend it through June just to make up for some of the lost time from the lockdown. But outside of that, I will continue to push this YouTube channel, continue to keep filming, continue to keep trying to grow and expand this channel, mainly because I like it. I like doing this. This is pretty cool. I've had YouTube channels before, but not in a live streaming format like this. It's typically always been kind of pre-recorded material. So I decided, let's try the live format and see what we can do with that, see what creativity and fun we can have with that. What else has been happening? Last week in review. So finished up with school. I talked to one of my good friends in Australia today. So in case you can't tell with the accent, I guess to the listener, to you, I probably sound more Australian, although I'm sure my accent is probably a little bit muddled and mixed up. Originally I was born in Canada. I lived there until I was about 10 years old, then moved to Australia, but I've lived in the UK, or in Scotland I should say, for about 3 years. So I did pick up a little bit of Scottish accent and twang mixed in with my Australian and a little bit of Canadian. So a lot of people that I do meet tend to kind of look at me and say, where are you from? Which I kind of laugh at because I'm kind of from everywhere. So I ended up speaking to one of my friends from Australia today. Had a good chat with him. We ended up sort of FaceTiming for 5 or so hours, 6 hours, something like that, which is pretty normal when we get talking. And hopefully if things go well, he might be someone that I can eventually bring onto this channel to sort of interview and chat with, because he's a pretty amazing guy. He's got an amazing backstory, has got his own online business and things going on. So again, he is someone that I think would offer a lot of value to anyone who wants to take the time to listen to him. So that's something that I hope in the future we can arrange to have happen. And once you, again, get to know me a little bit better, hopefully when I bring him on, you'll get to see why I think our friendship works so well. So ended up speaking to him, and to be honest, we spoke, probably about, I'd say about 100 different topics. This is something that naturally we just do, and part of the reason for forming this YouTube channel was because of our conversations. The things that we talk about are the things that I wanted to continue to talk about on this channel moving forward. So things like talking about my life, that's fine, but talking about I called this channel A Vast and Curious Life, based on a kind of wordplay of my name is Paul Walker. Most people would know the name Paul Walker from the actor in the Fast and Furious movies. So therefore, vast and curious is kind of a play on words for the Fast and Furious. So I'm hoping that people who see this will kind of make that connection. And yeah, part of the reason, as I said, I kind of called this channel A Vast and Curious Life is, man, for me, my life has been vast and I've been very curious about it. So without trying to pretend I'm going to unlock the mysteries of the universe or the meaning of life, I'd like to think that this channel can be a place where we can talk about some of those mysteries and talk about some of the things that affect us in our life and see if we can come up with some answers or some sort of conclusions, or at least be, I guess, open-minded enough to have a conversation about certain things and really just see where that conversation takes us. Can we expand our thinking? Can we open our minds enough to be able to take on someone else's beliefs or opinions or point of view, just as I hope that whatever my beliefs and opinions are, while I know that not everyone will agree with them, but I'm hoping that the people who will be attracted to this particular channel will be open-minded enough to have that type of conversation. So amongst talking about all things going on in life and all that sort of stuff at the moment, we talked about travel, obviously something that I'm very passionate about, as is my friend. I'm quite fortunate. I've got 3 passports at the moment. I've got, dual nationalities and citizenships in a number of different countries. So now that this, again, pandemic thing seems to be kind of winding down, I want to get back out and travel. And again, I want to make that part of this particular channel, not so much that it becomes a vlogging travel channel, but that wherever I go or wherever I base myself, I can still go and have, trips and holidays in different places. Again, part of my vision is to interview other people, so there might be opportunities to have a bit of a vacation or go to a particular area or country and be able to, kill 2 birds with one stone, meet up with a bunch of different people that I can do an interview and create, one of these shows from. So that's something that I really hope I can, bring to fruition in the future. So we talked about travel and kind of where we both sort of see ourselves in the next, kind of couple of years. And again, certainly as this pandemic thing winds down and hopefully traveling can come back to some sort of easier way to do that, then we kind of spoke about where do we want to go, what are some of the places that we might want to base ourselves for a period of time. What else did we talk about? Movies, music, again, something that we're both very passionate about. My friend is also a DJ, so he's got his foot sort of planted in that kind of world. My musical background is more so in the rock and metal, pop, or classic, not classical music, but I guess classics, 60s, 70s, 80s, kind of classic songs and stuff, as much as my friends is. But being a DJ, he's also more into that dance and techno and R&B, that sort of world as well, which is cool. So we have very similar music tastes, and we also have very different, which also makes our conversations quite cool as well. So that's cool, and that's something that we do love to talk about. And I think what else? Movies, again, something that we're passionate about. Talking about some of the new movies coming out this year. What are we waiting for? What are we hoping Hollywood will actually start making some good movies again, because they've just seen through this pandemic era, which is understandable. Seems like they've become very stale, very same, a lot of reboots, a lot of remakes and stuff. So yeah, I just kind of talked about the state of where Hollywood movies are, and are they going to get better or are they going to get worse? TV shows that we've been watching, streaming and that sort of thing. So yeah, so that was pretty much the main sort of topics, and again, things that I hope to be able to talk about continually on this TV show, this YouTube channel, moving forward, because that's just things that I'm passionate about, things that I know about, but also I think can create good conversation. And for me, I kind of vicariously live my life through movies. I'm not ashamed to say it, but I love quoting certain movies. I think certain scenes in movies often remind me of things that happen in real life. So I love to sort of live, life imitating art, or art imitating life. So they're all things that, I love to talk about, and certainly with the type of coaching that I tend to do, I do use movies and music as reference points, or as examples or inspiration to help people get through whatever it is that they're getting through. Maybe I might suggest a movie, go watch this movie. The overall story or the character's journey, I think, is really going to help you deal with whatever it is that they're dealing with, something like that. So music and movies will definitely be a part of this channel. And yeah, as I said, the coaching, it's something that I've kind of dived into in the last few years, and something that I continue to want to get better at. It's something that I really see that I do have a bit of a skill set, a bit of a talent for, a bit of a knack for it. But this channel, while I do hope that I can inspire and help people, this isn't just going to be like a psychiatrist's couch chair where we air everyone's dirty laundry out. That's not quite what I want this channel to be. However, if people who are watching this feel like maybe I can help them, or at least let's have a conversation, not online, but let's have a conversation where we can discuss those type of things and see if we are a good fit, then if that comes out of doing this particular show, then that's great. If not, that's also fine too. Part of my vision, I guess, in this early part is really me trying to find my feet as a presenter and as a host, and really trying to get this momentum behind this particular channel. But I'm also open to letting it kind of go where it naturally feels like it should go. As I sort of mentioned in the video that I did yesterday, or the live stream I did yesterday, I do have a plan. I do have a bit of a format that I am trying to stick with. However, as I said, I'm open to letting that go wherever it ends up going, based on feedback, comments, what the viewers, subscriber, numbers end up turning out to be. I'm not going to live or die by the analytics of YouTube. However, I do put some good authority behind it, that if the subscribers and the view count isn't really going in a place where I believe it should be going, then I'll step back and really look at, okay, what type of content am I putting out? Is there things that can be changed or tweaked? Is there something that I'm doing, something that I'm not doing? So I'm prepared to look at all that stuff, but really to be able to get to that point, I am going to stick to a particular format and formula, probably for at least the next 6 to 8 weeks, really, just to kind of see the data that comes from that, and then from there, make changes if I need to, or if I feel like, all right, we're on to a good thing, and we're still continuing to build that momentum, then we'll keep sort of rolling forward. But I'm definitely open to allowing this channel to, as I said, kind of go where it naturally seems like it should go, and also, as I said, listening to the comments and the feedback from potential viewers and subscribers, and sort of see where that takes us. So that's a bit of a long-winded week in review. I know that, and I do have a tendency to go on about 2 or 3 different trains of thought. So I do kind of apologize if I've kind of waffled on, but it is kind of me. That's kind of just my style. But I'm hoping that doesn't really affect anyone's viewing. And the hard thing for me at the moment is I'm literally flying the ship solo. So the topics and things that I want to talk about, the formatting, while I obviously want to make them interesting and make them things that I'm passionate about and things that I have an interest in, I'm also very aware that the content that I am putting out may not be very exciting or entertaining to a lot of viewers in the beginning. So that's why I'm just asking, if you are watching this, just give me a little bit of time. Just let me sort of find my feet. But I'm also happy to hear your feedback. You can obviously leave comments because this is a live a live stream. You can put a comment and I will see it in real time. So if you have a question, if you have an opinion, please feel free to share that. If you look on the About Me section of this YouTube channel, you'll also be able to find an email address. So if you want to send me an email, you can contact me there, and of course all the social links and stuff as well will be in the description, and you'll find that on the YouTube channel as well. So if you want to connect with me on a different social platform, send me a message, a DM, whatever there, then that's also cool too. And that's really, as I said, what I'm hoping, that this channel will become more of a safe, open, comfortable place that people can comment and engage, because that's ultimately what I really hope that this channel can turn into. As I said, the difficulty for me at this particular time is I am flying this solo. Do I want to co-host in the future? Possibly, I'm not sure. Would I like to talk to other people on the live stream? Yeah, absolutely. Whether it's an interview or whether it's just like think about those radio shows where a caller calls in and they have a quick little 2-5 minute chat about a particular topic or question. I think that's great, and that's something I'm definitely open to. And I think with the technology now on YouTube, it's something that can be quite easily achieved. So I'm definitely open to that. But finding another co-host or something like that, I am open to it if it's the right person. But I do believe, and I do, I guess, agree to, a lot of the YouTube channels and people that I do watch, if it's not pre-recorded content, even some of it that is, but a lot of it that's live, there is other people to bounce off, and I think that makes a far more engaging show. So I am definitely open to that. So whether it's a co-host, whether it's just guests, interviews, whatever it is, I'm open to all of the above. And we're just going to see how that kind of plays out as this channel continues to grow. So to be honest, so that's kind of it. I mean, that's a bit of the week of review. The plan for the rest of this week, as I said, because I do have time off from sort of teaching at school at the moment, will be to do one of these live streams every day, because of the time slot of where I am, and where probably where I'm suspecting a lot of these viewers will be. Yeah, most likely it's going to be in and around this kind of same time, which I think is about 7 a.m. I guess it's Pacific Standard Time, LA, that time frame. I think it's about 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So even though I'm in Asia, it doesn't really affect me too much at the moment to do the shows at this particular time in the morning. So I'm hoping that if you do see this, then please check it out. Tell me what you think, and hopefully, yeah, we can connect and engage in the future. But yeah, for the remainder of this week, as I said, I've made a commitment to do a live stream every day, and even when I go back to school, once school's finished, I'm back here in my apartment. I will continue to do a show, as I said, every day, with maybe the weekends, or at least a Saturday or a Sunday, maybe just being a non-stream video day. But it really just depends. Again, I'm not putting too much pressure or restrictions on myself, but knowing full well the algorithm of YouTube loves it when content is being posted consistently. So that is something that I bear in mind and take on board. So outside of that, for the rest of the week, we'll literally just be kind of chilling out, enjoying the free time that I have. Certainly continuing to grow this channel by getting some future topics and content ideas put together. I've got a website that's being developed at the moment. I've got some other things that I'm working on as well, so they'll all get some attention this week. And but yeah, really it's just going to be to enjoy the time off that I've got, and then really keep planning on how to continue to expand and grow this channel, because as I said, I'm really here for the long term. I don't want this just to be some flash in the pan thing. I really want to make a career of this. I guess you can call it a career. I really do want to make that, and basically just be able to have the opportunity to do these type of shows, from wherever I am in the world, and with the technology and the things that we have, be able to put together a decent production of a show with some bare minimal tech, and continue to do that moving into the future, as well as other things that I've got on the horizon and other things I've got going on in the background. Continue to give those things time and effort and energy to see them grow and stuff as well. So cool. So I think that's pretty much the plan. Thank you for watching what is probably officially episode number 1. It's what I've titled this video. So again, thank you. If you do end up watching this replay, again, even though this has been a bit of a rambling episode, I know I'll put my hand up to that. I can handle the truth. So
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Well, I can in most circumstances. I can. So yes, while I understand this has been a bit more of a rambling episode, trust me, there will be some more structure and formatting coming. As I said, I'm just trying to find my feet. So if you can, give me another few episodes before you either completely say, who the hell's this dickhead, and leave, that would be much appreciated. However, if this isn't for you, then that's also cool. I get it as well. No problems at all. So that's, I guess, it for officially what was the launch episode. And again, really, this was just for me to just get on here and just get the ball rolling, really just get out there and do it, so I can kind of tick that off. I've done that. Now it's okay, how can I start to build upon this, find a bit of a rhythm, find a bit of a flow, start finding my my peeps, my tribe, and really look at the algorithm and how can I best create a show that people will find interesting, find entertainment in, or at least be able to find value, solutions to their problems, all of the above. So yes, that's what I'm going to continue to work on. And again, if you have watched this episode as a replay, again, thank you so much. I hope that you do
Use the Force. And subscribe, you will. Yes.
I hope that you do subscribe, just to help give me some confidence, let YouTube know that you kind of have liked this. Click that notification bell so that you can be updated as soon as I do the next live episode. I look forward to seeing you hopefully on the next episode. So wherever you are in the world, have a fantastic day, have a fantastic night. I'm going to get ready to kind of wind up for the day and for the night. There's still some festivities going on for the new year here, although we've got about another hour before we get to the midnight. So I suspect in the next 50 minutes or so, there'll be a bit of a rage, fireworks, drinking, singing on the karaoke, and then hopefully by about 12:30, 1 o'clock, most people would have sort of wind things up here. So wherever you are in the world, have a fantastic day, have a fantastic night. This is Paul Walker coming to you live from the Vast and Curious Life live streaming podcast and vlog, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next episode. All right, bye for now.